Good day, everyone. So I'm Maria May R. Frasco, and I'm your reporter number 8. And we will talk about curriculum mapping and curriculum quality audit. Before that, I will state our learning outcomes for today. The first one is to define curriculum mapping and curriculum quality audit, explain the benefits of curriculum mapping and curriculum quality audit, familiarize oneself of some examples of curriculum. But before that, let's kuansa unsa ning a curriculum design or unsa ning curriculum. So we all know that curriculum design is reflected in a written curriculum, either sa lesson plan, syllabus, unit plan, or a bigger curriculum or curriculum guide like K to 12. And before nga ang teacher nga magplano or magdesign sa iyahang let's say lesson plan, syllabus, or unit plan or curriculum guide, kinahanglan pa siya mohimo og curriculum map. Okay, so I have a question. Have you ever wondered how to pace your lesson so that it will cover a period of time like hours, weeks, quarter, semester, or the whole year? So, kani nga lesson kay magtudlo sa ato or ang mga curricularist nga ang curriculum mapping or ang importante sa curriculum mapping o curriculum quality audit as process in curriculum development. Okay, first, unsa man gid ni ang curriculum mapping? So based on my research, ang kaning curriculum mapping kay usa na siya ka visual presentation of a curriculum scope and sequence. Ang curriculum mapping sad kay mao na siya to ensure nga ang curriculum is ma-aligned sa learning outcomes and standards nga buhaton sa teachers and uban pa. So, areta. Curriculum mapping is a model, usa na siya ka model para sa design to refine, upgrading, and reviewing. The curriculum resulting in a framework that provides form, focus, and function by Hale and Dunlap in 2010. And it is a reflective process that helps teachers understand what has been taught in class. So, usa na siya ka process nga kita as a future educator nga masabtan gid nato kung unsa gid dapat natong itudlo sa atong mga estudyante. And mao sad ni nga how it has been thought and how learning outcomes are assessed. Kung unsa ang atong learning outcomes nga ma-assess learning process padulong sa atong mga students. And this process was introduced by Heidi Hayes Jacobs in 2004. Sa iyang book nga Get the Results with Curriculum Mapping sa ASCD 2004. Now, this approach is an ongoing process or work in progress. So, kani siya kay, of course, mag-usab-usab man jud ang mga kinahanglanon sa mga students. So, kani siya, nito ni siya kay, pwede ni siyang usab kay or work in progress ni sa ongoing process ni. Wala jud ni siya kahumanan. And it is not a one-time initiative but a continuing action, no dire. Continuing action, nagsige gyapon siya padayon og process and uban pa. And nag-involve sa diri ang teacher and other stakeholders nga kasagaran naga-concerns labi na sa saon nimo pagtudlo sa imuhang mga estudyante. Okay. So some curricularists would describe curriculum mapping as a making map to success. From the word curriculum mapping. So making a map. Maghimo kag mapa para kung unsa ang imuhang intended learning outcomes kay ma-successful jud siya. And there are common questions that are asked by different stakeholders like teachers, colleagues, parents, school officials, and the community as well. These questions may include nga para makabuhat ka og curriculum map. The first one is, what do my students learn? Unsa man kaha joy makatunan sa mga estudyante. And the second, what do they study in the first quarter? Unsay kinahanglan nga dapat katunan sa first quarter pa lang. And the third one, unsa man ang what are the studying in the school throughout the year? So sa tibuok nga tuig, unsa may dapat nila nga i-learn. And the fourth, do my co-teachers who handle the same subject cover the same content, achieve the same outcomes, use similar strategies? So mao ni mga pangutana. And how do I help my students understand the connections between my subjects and other subjects when the year or next year? So mao na siya yung mga common nga questions nga gikan sa lain-lain nga stakeholders. So ari na ta. Ang kanilang curriculum mapping, ako lang puno-puno, is a method to design instruction with desired goals and program outcomes. And it can be also to explore what is taught and how. And also, the map or matrix or muna siya documents kung unsa ang imong gitudlo ba. Then, nga na importante man din ni ang curriculum mapping because it allows them to look into each classroom and see kung unsa joy makatun sa mga bata and helps them gather data and redundancy or gaps in the course contents. So, mag-research sila kung unsa joy kinahanglanon sa mga bata. And of course, help teachers and administrators assess the structure of the course and the time scale plan of when specific lesson or concepts are taught. And curriculum mapping is a well-established process for helping to ensure a guaranteed curriculum. Unlike sa lesson plan nga nag-focus siya sa specific learning or objectives sa kada topic, ang curriculum maps kay nag-record siya sa curriculum contents over time, often for an entire school year. So, grabe taas kini siya og kanang kuan ang curriculum map. So, ari na ta. Unsa man di mga benefits of curriculum mapping? So, the first benefit is curriculum mapping ensures alignment and desired learning outcomes. Ako na nang ganiya, learning activities and assessment of learning. So, makatabang dyan sa ato kay para ma-align gali ang unsa na tong gustong outcomes, mga activities, and mga assessment nga atong gusto kuan sa teaching process. And then the second one is curriculum mapping addresses the gaps or repetitions in the curriculum. It reveals if certain programs, goals, or learning outcomes are not adequately covered or overly emphasized in the current curriculum. So, ari mahibalan o ma-address ang kinahanglanon jud sa usa ka osihan. Then third, curriculum mapping verifies og mo clarify and establish alignment between what students do in their courses and what is taught in the classroom and assess as their learning. So, kinahanglan jud nga kanang ma-clarify o ma-verify jud maayo kung dapat sad ma-align kung unsa jud ang gusto or mga lessons nga i-assess nato sa ilang learning. And the fourth, the curriculum maps visually show important elements of the curriculum and how they contribute to student learning. So, visually show important kung unsa ma-contribute ani ug unsaon nga unsa i-contribute ani sa student learning. Mao jud ni siya ang mga kanang benefits sa curriculum mapping. And curriculum mapping connects all initiatives from instruction, then pedagogies, assessment and professional development, and it also facilitates the integration of cross-curricular skills. So, kani siya kay nadiri ang mga assessments and also giunsa nimo pag-facilitate ang classroom. And nice pod kaayo kay nanay integration sa cross-curricular skills, lain-lain nga mga skills or subject. Narabit subject integrations ron. Okay, so curriculum mapping process. There are many ways of doing things according to what outcome one needs to produce. This is also true with curriculum mapping. However, whatever outcome or map will be made, there are suggested steps to follow. So, naaday mga steps para ma-achieve ning curriculum map. So, mao na natay example A. Sa Module 3 sa The Teacher as a Curriculum Designer lesson, then curriculum mapping and curriculum quality audit. Okay. Unsaon nato paghimo og curriculum map? First is make a matrix or a spreadsheet. Paghimo ka matrix o spreadsheet. Then second, place a timeline that you need to cover, like 1 quarter or gusto ba kag 1 semester or 1 year. They should be dependent on time frame of a particular curriculum that was written. Kinahanglan na agid siya time frame nga kina-focus man siya sa napod ni ang kada hours kung kanus-an na ma-cater ang kana nga a lesson. And third, enter the intended learning outcomes. Kung unsa man ang outcomes nga sa ana nga subject and skills needed to be taught or achieve at the end of the teaching. So, dili lang learning outcomes, also the skills nga nga ma-thought or ma-achieve, gusto ni ma-achieve sa imong mga students. Number 4, enter in the same matrix the content area subject areas to be covered. Imo na siya ang ipangbutang. Then, of course, the 5th one is align and name its resource available sa textbook, workbooks, module next to. Ang mga reference nimo ipangbutang sa nimo sa kanang table or sa imong gihimo nga matrix. Then, enter the teaching learning methods to be used to achieve the outcomes. So, unsa man ang imong kanang gamiton nga teaching and learning methods, ibutang sa nimo sa curriculum map. And align and enter the assessment procedure and tools to the intended learning outcomes, content areas, and resources. So, imo na siya i-align tanan after nga nasuwat na ninyo ang uban or nakahuna-huna na ka sa imo learning outcomes, sa imong gusto ma-achieve, sa mga methods na. And 8, circulate the map among all involved personnel for their inputs. Then 9, i-revise and refine a map based on suggestion and distribute to all concerned. Pwede mo siyang ipakita o mag-consult ka kung sa mga suggestions like imong ko teachers baron or unsa pa. Okay. So, you will find example A as a component of an OBE-inspired syllabus for the higher education. So, kani siya para ni sa college. Ang katong PCAS kani example A kay sa let's say sa Department of Education K-12 and however this can be modified for basic education to serve the specific purpose as you will see in some maps. So example for a degree program in college, so naghimo ka og curriculum map sa program sa college. The first one step is make a matrix or a spreadsheet. Second, identify the degree or program outcomes. Example, B.Ed or Bachelor of Elementary Education or BSED. Then third, identify the subjects or courses under the degree. Kung unsay mga subjects ana nga kursuha. Let's say B.Ed, nanay, General Education, na napoy professional education. And kung sa BSED kay mga kanong naabay major ang BSED. And the fourth one, list the subjects along the vertical cells of the matrix in a logical and chronological order. So imo na siyang ilista dito and imong chronological order. Then list the degree program outcomes along the horizontal cell. Use codes as PO1, PO2. If outcomes are too long to fit in the cell, PO means program outcomes. So ipakita na ko example para mas masabta na sa ato ang luyo. So mao ni siya example sa curriculum map for a Bachelor of Elementary Education. So nana diri professional education courses. Ang outcomes niya na POs 1, PO2, PO3, PO4, PO5. Nya ang PO1 kay applied basic and higher 21st century skills. Then acquire deep understanding of the learning process, comprehends muragi lahi-lahi na siya ba? Nana siya meaning. Then diri ang imuhang mga kanang subjects. Nya naa say PLO, which means learn outcomes ang L, learn outcomes ng knowledge, skills, and outcomes of the subject. Ang P, practice and learn outcomes, knowledge, skills, and O, for opportunity to learn and practice opportunity, So, mo na siya example, curriculum map sa higher education. While ang katungo sa kani is one of the example sa kanang gigamit ng K-12. So, kani elementary science grade 3. So, mura na po siya naagali sa curriculum guide. Pwede na po ni siya. These are the two major content. So, ang topic kay grade 3, living things and their environment. So, nadari, second quarter or second grading period. Then, the first kanang table, kay na ay living things, mauni siya ang mga subtopics. And kaning kaduhang table is the learning, demonstrate, understanding of. And the learner shall be able to, mauna ni ang unsay ma-learn, na nadari ang knowledge, ang content, skills. Then, naasa diri ang intended outcomes and also naa diri ang reference para guide din siya. So, balik ta. Okay, so mao na to siya. Fill up cells after complete the map. Use it as a guide for all teachers teaching the course for students to complete degree in 4 years. So, let's move forward. The curriculum maps are visual timelines that outlines desired learning outcomes. Ako na siyang na-discuss. And, ang overall nga ang students nga ma-attain jud or ma-achieve ang intended outcomes. And curriculum maps may be simple or elaborate that can be used by an individual teacher. Ang magagamit ani kay ang teacher, a department, the whole school, or the educational system basta nagkuan sa education. And a map is geared to a school calendar. So, mauni siya ang school calendar, ang map. Syllabus school calendar. Then, ang parents, teachers, and the whole education community can look at the curriculum map to see the intended outcomes and content are covered. And a map can reassure stakeholders specific information for pacing, the alignment of the subject horizontally or vertically. It will also avoid redundancy, inconsistencies, and misalignment. Para dili na magsigig balik-balik or misalign. So, naatay duha kapapilian. It's either horizontally or vertically alignment. And courses that are not correctly aligned will allow teachers to quickly assess a mastery of skills in the previous grade to avoid unnecessary reteaching. So, this curriculum map is help teachers nga dili para ma-master gali nila ang ilahang lessons, topics, and everything para ma-avoid ang reteaching, pagbalik-balik. Okay, arita, horizontal alignment called sometimes as pacing guide will make all teachers teaching the same subject in a grade level follow the same timeline and accomplishing the same learning outcomes. So kani siya nga every teachers kay dapat mo follow sa kung unsa na siya nga timeline nga the same timeline na ma-accomplish nila. Then, this is necessary for state-mandated standard-based assessment that we have in school. Standard-based assessment na siya. Well, ang vertical alignment will see to it that concept development which may be in hierarchy or in spiral form does not overlap but building from a simple to more complicated concept and skills. So, when we say spiral form, from simple to complex nga concept and skills, mao ni ang vertical alignment. So, ang alignment, either vertical or horizontal, will also develop interdisciplinary connections among teachers and students, between and among courses. Teachers can verify that skills and content are addressed in other courses or to higher levels, thus making learning more relevant. Para lang jud nga ang goal naman jud aning curriculum map is kanang magsilbi nga guide nga before ta mag himo og lesson plan kay nagali dito na cover na tanan ang kung gusto nimo nga whole year nimo na siya kuan para sa imuhang mga students. So pili ka maghimo og curriculum map. Mao na silbi guide nimo para dili na lang ka maluya pa og pangita sa imong learning outcomes, sa imuhang skills nga ipakuan, mga methods. Kay na naman dira isuwat na naman nimo dira. Anan sa curriculum map. So, examples of a curriculum map. Here are 2 examples map. Ako naman sa ito napakita ganina. Naasa for basic education na naapa sa college level. As you can see, mao naman to. And you can watch napaday usa ka kani sample A1 science curriculum map showing the sequence of domain for year per quarter. So kani siya year ni siya from quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Na sa grade 3, sa grade 4, sa grade 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ug 10. Mao ni ang mga subjects nga dapat kanang itudlo sa imong mga students. Dan kani nakita naman. So, I guess maura to ang my part or sa akong report about curriculum mapping. So, I hope you learn sa atong topic karon. And goodbye and thank you and God bless.